Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Justin, and I'm going to show you how to turn these little Padeyes made by Hobie. They're made out of plastic, and they're kind of crappy, but I'm taking these and going to do this with them. Basically putting a stainless loop inside of them. So let's get at it. What you're going to need for this is obviously two of those Padeyes, a drill with a 1/4-inch drill bit, some sort of cutting device, as well as 1/4-inch lock nuts, flat washers, and these eye bolts, 1/4-inch by 2-inch. As well as some sort of epoxy. In my case, I'm using Marine Tex just because it's available. So let's get started. First thing we need to do is we need to cut this little loop off. I'm gonna kind of clean it up a little bit, just kind of flatten it out some. Okay, so now this is done. We have a flat surface. You can flip it over, look at the bottom of it. They have numbers in there. That's kind of like your center point. So now what you're going to do is take your 1/4-inch drill bit and drill a hole dead center. One thing that I've learned is kind of helpful. Go ahead and open up your stainless steel washers, and you're going to slide one inside like that, and that's going to kind of give you a center hole to go off of. So just start drilling. So now you have a perfectly good hole, and it's centered for the most part. Let's redo that step on the other one. Just to make it easier, I mean, you could use a little workbench or a vise, something like that. But in my case, I'm not going to mess with it. It's plastic. It's soft enough material. All right. Ugh. So next step, let's go ahead and open up this package. You're going to take these little nuts off. They're not going to be used in this process. So first off, you're going to take your washer, slide it on, go ahead and put that through, and go back over here and get those lock nuts. Okay. This actually is a pretty quick and painless modification to do. Let's go ahead and get a socket. Tighten that bad boy up. Keep an eye on that washer right there. Keep it where it's covering that eyelet. You don't want it crushing down and pushing it sideways. All right, that one's done. Go to the next one. All right, so you're left with a little bit of overhang, and that is okay. We're gonna use that saw and go ahead and cut that little excess off. And that one's off. Just kind of squaring this edge up. So next step is just go ahead and cool them off. We'll go run them under some water, cool them off a little bit first. So now that's done, we are going to fill this with epoxy. I got some foam here that I'm using as a little platform to hold them in place. Let's go ahead and mix this Marine Tex. Yeah, it's basically a 5-to-1. Let me get something else. This is a 5-to-1 epoxy, 5 parts of the gray to 1 part of the hardener. I'm just going to kind of eyeball this to get a little idea. That's probably enough, but yeah, that's probably way too much. All right. Basically, my 5-to-1 ratio is just kind of cover the black slightly and start mixing it till it softens up. Next step is get you a little spoonful and you're just going to drop it down in there. I just kind of tap it down in too to make sure it seats all the way down. Basically what this is doing is it's going to lock that that bolt and that nut in place. So if you tighten it, loosen it, whatever, or when you're spinning that eye bolt to put it in place, it will not come out. Perfect. Go ahead and put that back up there. Get the next one. Looks like I'm gonna need just a little bit more. Sorry, got that out of frame. Kind of push it a little bit, and it'll get all those little air bubbles out. That's probably about good. I don't really fill it up 100%, but that's going to be it. You can kind of see it's pretty flush, but I'm not going to do it in this video. But essentially, when this dries, I give it about 18 hours or so. Let it harden. You're going to come in. I use a bastard file and file that off a little bit just to give you a little smooth surface so it doesn't bump into anything when you're screwing it in. It'll be a flush fit. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope this helps. I hope it makes your kayaks a lot more sturdy. So thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one.